Everybody's Gone to the Rapture is fantastic as an interactive storybook, but not much else. Yes, this is another game from the Chinese room, the same people behind Dear Esther and Amnesia: A Machine for Pigs, so you can probably imagine how this game will play out. And yes, from an atmospheric and narrative standpoint, this game really does shine, like the previous titles. But, Jesus Christ, even for Chinese room standards, this game is so slow that it hurts. If you're not familiar with the Chinese room, they basically specialize in story-driven games and actual player interactivity is kept to a minimum. If you like this style of game, like myself, then you'll find things to love here, but good God, for as little as this game actually does, it has a lot of problems. Well, for good things, Rapture features one of the most original settings in a game I've ever seen, with a beautifully executed and exquisitely detailed English town set a few decades ago. This looks practically identical to so many isolated and creepy farm villages around where I live that it's actually scary. I was taking screenshots all throughout my playthrough with how pretty some scenes were, and the fact that the entire game sticks to this evacuation end of the world theme so well that even the menus are constructed around the theme of governmental warnings and messages is a fantastic touch and really pulls you into the world. The music as well, my god, it's brilliant. Also, the story in this game is the next best thing in this game to the presentation. It's creepy, thought-provoking, multi-layered, depressing, non-linear, and genuinely moving with more than one scene, and I nearly teared up in a few places because of that. It's great how even though this is yet another apocalypse-y kind of game, it actually does a few things differently. The thing that caused this epidemic is shrouded in total mystery, and phone conversations you listen to have some devastatingly frightening revelations in the middle of them that keep you questioning what actually happened in this quaint English town. And the way the plot focuses entirely around the relationships and devastation of a close-knit village community was an ingenious touch, giving a realistic reason for the small amount of memorable characters, and making the area seem really alive even though it is all dead. But here's the thing, this game is a walking simulator, and it's nothing more than that. Yes, I know, this was expected, but my god, they even managed to mess that up this time. With a slow walking narrative-driven game with limited interaction like The Vanishing of Ethan Carter, for instance, in my opinion a great game, you actually do feel like your actions and skill impact the way the story unfolds, even if there isn't actually much definite gameplay in there. But with this game, this is literally just a storybook scavenger hunt. You walk around and look for more parts of the story, the end. And even though the plot is great, you are literally metaphorically just really slowly turning the pages of a book by walking around. This game might as well be a first-person CGI movie with how little you actually do in it, and you'll get the exact same experience and emotional response if you just watched a YouTube walkthrough of this game. It also doesn't help how there's no sprint button at all. I don't care if your presentation is phenomenal, this arbitrarily extends gameplay time by hours. And with how huge this world is and the game expecting you to search every inch of it, for you to spend minutes traveling to a faraway house to explore and then find all the doors are locked, meaning that you have to just turn around again and spend minutes walking back, yeah, that just wastes your fucking time, and it happens all the damn time because of you trying to find the very important bits and pieces of the plot. Also, don't get lost. You'll get bored and annoyed for exactly the same fucking reason. So yes, in my opinion, this game isn't quite worth the asking price right now, even if it does do a lot of stuff brilliantly. Even for Chinese room standards, it's just a little bit too simplistic, too free, and too fucking slow for me to highly recommend, especially with the cock teasing with a locked building in the background that you walk to and then walk back. That could have been easily fixed with a sprint button. But yeah, I enjoyed this game for presentation and story, but that's it. Make of this video what you will.